Good morning! Good morning, Storytimers. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here today. Oh, you poor thing, you're on your back. Oh my goodness gracious, did everyone make it through the storm okay? I really hope you guys did. Henry came and went up the East Coast, and I will tell you what, I've heard that there are some people that really got hit super duper hard, and I am like totally thinking of you and sending you love and light and dryers and electricity. It has been a wild and wacky weather 2 days in a row. Today I can see some blue in the sky. It is Monday, August 23rd. My name is Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here today, live Sunday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, Twitch. And I swear, every once in a while I get a hello from someone at Twitch, and I'm like so excited. I will figure out Twitch eventually. Good morning, Brian, all the way from Northern Ireland, UK. How are you? Actually, good afternoon. I hope you're feeling better. I know yesterday you had vertigo, and today, Ryan. I'm going to have to send you love, light, and I don't even know, something else. Maybe some sage would be working for you. All right, so today we are about to enter into the last part of the alphabet. Today's letter actually is the letter X. Yesterday we had W, right? So we had W. Today's letter is X, and we only have after that 2 letters left, and then a change is coming. I'm not exactly 100% sure what it is, but I know a change is coming. I can tell you that much because I like to keep it, mixed up and changed up and exciting here at Storytime. So today we're saying goodbye to W, and we are saying good morning to the letter X. Now, your guess is as good as mine, but actually I do remember that there is one person's name on the back of the letter X, and I'm pretty excited about it because, there's a few letters that only have one name on the back, and it makes someone feel really special. So that's pretty awesome. So if you're just joining in, good morning. I'm so excited that you're here. If it's your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. My name is Donna Vee, and this is Storytime with Donna Vee, where we talk about waking up with joy and excitement and healthy habits. And this is the letter X. And this means I have to say all the kids' names today. Okay, not right this second. Don't go anywhere. All right, Jerry Reesby. Howdy to you, sir, over in Texas. I hope the weather is doing well there. I know that for my friends on the East Coast, some of us are still making it through. I had to go buy a wet, dry vac. Good morning. Oh, Donna and Storytimers. Happy X Day. That's right. Extraordinary. And then I realized when I was trying to use it that it doesn't work that well on carpets. So it's okay. I bought it for a reason, and it's amazing. Yes, exactly, Christopher. Who is this lady in here? I don't know. Well, I will tell you what it is. It's my crown chakra. Because one of our sponsors is definitely Open-Minded Mystics. Tonight, you're not going to want to miss. We're talking about intuition, honing in on yours, your clairs, your clairaudience, your clairvoyance, all of that stuff. It's going to be so much fun. And this is the show for the mini mystics, where we love to send each other love and light and peace and joy. And we know we don't even have to put it in an envelope. You can do it just from your heart chakra, just by thinking about someone. It's so exciting because positive energy is definitely what this world needs now and forever. It's hot and humid by you. You know what? I guarantee it's like that outside by me. I haven't been out there yet. I'm waiting to the last minute when I have to leave. I like surprises. You know what I'm saying, Jerry Reesby? And I will tell you what. Today we are going to send so much love and light and peace and joy out to everyone watching, to those of you watching it live, to those of you watching the replay. It doesn't matter. All I could say is that when we send each other love and light, we can tip the scales to positivity one day at a time. And together we can elevate the vibration of the global population by one good deed, saying one kind word. And that starts with talking to yourself positively. And we should totally do that. Joy. That's right, Jerry. Joy is what we're talking about this alphabet. And guess what? We are on the letter X. So that means that we only have X, Y, and Z left. So that means that after that, we have to come up with something new, a new mantra for all of us. So first it was optimism. Now it's joy. I wonder what the next one might be. I don't know, but what could go with Aesop's fables. That would be something that we have to think about. And I would love to see what you have to say about that out there. You can put it right in the comments. But let's start by saying, hey, did you guys practice some healthy habits this morning? Did you wake up in gratitude? I most certainly did. I woke up with gratitude that the rain stopped. I woke up and emailed about group tickets for the football game. I woke up and I got excited because I knew I was going to wash my hair and I was going to brush my teeth. And it was just like, that's what we do. Okay, Lisa, she's got an X alliteration. I cannot wait to see what it's going to be. One of the other things I'm totally joyful for is drinking water, and you should totally drink more water. You know that you should. Staying hydrated is an important part of your day. It's great for your body. You know, the biggest organ, the largest organ on our body is our skin, and our skin loves it when we drink water. It's so important. It really is. And as my friend Valerie, all the way from Canada, loves to remind us that, you know, you can give your water some really good messages to deliver to your body because it is energy. And the energy that's inside this water right now is going to go into your body. So I'm going to send my water some positive energy of love and peace and joy. And now, to the count of 5, I drink my water every day. Won't you join me? Are you ready for this? Here we go. 1. So good. Why do I count when I drink my water? Well, because then I know that each time I take a sip, I'm being consistent. And there's something about being consistent. And it's kind of like how we practice the alphabet every day, because we know with consistency and repetition, the little ones will learn. That's so important. But I did. I woke up this morning with my gratitude. I brushed my teeth. I took a shower. I dried my hair. I did not put pigtails in today because I thought, you know what? It looks like a day that I might be able to drive with the top down on the convertible, and I like it when the wind blows through the hair. It feels nice. Since I used to have really short hair, this is like a fun new feeling for me because I find joy in it. And that's the whole point. If finding joy in any way you possibly can makes for a much better day. Okay? Here's where I'm going to find joy now, right on this list, because I'm going to say good morning to all the kids. It is like something I get so much excitement out of and joy, and it's only done a few times during the alphabet when there's no name on the back of a letter, and X is definitely one of our extra special letters. So are you ready? If your name is on this list, and if it's not, it needs to be. You can put it in the comments, and I'm going to say good morning to you like I used to, which is all of you, which is going to sound like the underwriting for a car commercial, but here we go. Are you ready? Good morning, TJ and baby Lewis, Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, Quentin, Ella, Ari, and Luca, Lucia and Mia, Rihanna, Lily, Shay, Alex, and Hannah Lorraine, Seamus, Cooper, and Tori, Liam, Luke, Robbie, Kristen, Kenneth, Harper, Tiffany, Emerson, Ollie, Colin, Nathaniel, Cece, Lily, Hunter, Sophie, Giovanni, Graceland, Jonathan, Kaylee, Joseph, Harper, Blake, Nathan, Aurora, Ariana, and William, Roscoe, Scarlett and Juliet, Carmela and Byron, Regina, Grace and Claire, Jack, Serena, Sawyer, Jane and Liam, Allie and Andrew, Joseph, Maggie, Hannah, Angelo, Riley and Olive, Byron, Layla and Genevieve, Finn and Fletcher, Anzor, Kai and Zach. We've got Jax Lennon, Nina McCartney, Jax Lennon, Nina Starr, Mark McCartney, Leah Kristen, Holland and Austin, Jordan, Aaliyah, and baby Josie, Paisley, Presley, Liam, Vinny and Joseph, Maggie and Isaac, Peyton and Gavin, Patrick, Liliana, Melanie, Jane, Liam, and David. We've got Jamie and Tripp, Lena and Sabino. We've got Melody and Kayla DiPietro, Ellie and Kate from the UK, Patrick, good morning, and Nico. We have Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Vanj, Vishaka, Sufane, Mashi, Penelope, Snow, Nikki, Layla, Evie, Leo, Tomas, Alec, Bailey, Michaela, Tony, Ace, Ara, Amber, Bella, AJ, Angelo, Fifi, Lil Joe, Penelope, Rose, Viviana, Bethany, Autumn, Caden, Joe Jr., Caitlin, Ryan, Lucas, Isabella, Emma, Sophia, Liv, Blake, Jacob, Maddie, Tabia, and Luca V, and Izzy. Oh my gosh, we've got, who else do we have over here? Oh my gosh, Olivia Rose, Marin Rose, Molly, James, Storm, Allie, Emily, Jake, Kaylin, Marcella, and of course, the 2 hearts that walk outside my body, Carly and Courtney, my daughters. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. That's how many kids I've been given the honor and the privilege to know through story time. And we definitely say their names when their letter is appropriate. But today with the letter X, I don't have anybody named Xavier. And I wish I did because I would have an X, but then I wouldn't get to do all that stuff. It's fun. Wow. Okay, well, that's a good exercise for me. And if you have a child and you want their name on the list, put it in the comments. If not, I want to let you know, good morning, everyone. Alphabet is going to hang on to X. If you have any words that you want to share that start with X, let me know. But I will tell you right now, out of the corner of my eye, I can see the most ginormous alliterative sentence ever written with the letter X by Lisa. Lisa, I've got 2 books from your Borrow You book box today. And I'm really excited because I'm starting to not have as many books. So here's what's happening. I can tell you this much. We're definitely changing up what's happening when we get to the letter A next time. It's going to be a little bit more about me and you and you and me and positive things and chatting and talking about how we can increase the joy, the love, the peace, and the healing in this world that we live in, and talking about a little bit more personal stories rather than books. How about that? I think in the very beginning, it was more about reading 3 books because there were little kids home watching, and they are watching, and I know they are, but more and more I'm connecting with so many adults and so many of their inner children, which I love, and I think it's been a lot of fun to connect together and have some silliness and joy and fun and laughter in the morning. What do you think? I'd love to hear from you. Whew. All right, positivity. I am positively so excited about this next segment. And this next segment is vitamin time. I'm taking my vitamin before I even get all the way over to that sentence because I'm not studying it. I'm not looking at it. But I will tell you this, it looks huge. So every day on story time, we go and have vitamin time. And we choose 2 vitamins. And you guys get to guess the vitamins, and the person that guesses the vitamins correctly, you get to pick a page in a little yellow book. Good morning, Jim Tomlinson. Nice to see you. I don't know what the weather's like, but I will tell you what, I hope, well, I don't know. I think you guys probably need rain over there. You do need rain in California. And we had a whole bunch. And right outside of my window right now, half the sky is gray and cloudy, and the other half is blue. And it's definitely so crazy. Do you see the sun is like coming in now to the room? It's wild and wacky, and I love it. I can't wait to go outside and see what it feels like. All right. This is a little yellow book, A Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley. Uncommon ideas for living an unusually happy life. And I do live an unusually happy life. All right, Lisa came in with the first guess. She said pink and yellow, please. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me tell you. Pink and purple are the main characters in this show. But there are 2 yellow vitamins in here. And I'll tell you what, I'm waiting for the day that they show up. But I'm really excited. I'm not even going to shake the vitamins anymore because I want to see if I can, I don't know, get the ones that are on top might be yellow. Let's do this, says Tracy Locke. What's up, Tracy Locke, Girls Gone Green co-host? How you doing, my friend? So excited for this week's show. And big announcements. Got the email out about the group sales. Don't forget, if you want to go to the Jets-Eagles game with us Friday night, you got to let me know because I've already got the email out. I have some names. Daria, I know, wants to go. A couple more people want to go. We're getting it going for Friday night. Jets-Eagles preseason. Jets are on fire, you guys. So far, we have taken down the Giants and taken down the New England Patriots. And I'm going to say right now, I'm filled with a world of excitement. And that's why I take my vitamins. Let's do this. Okay, I didn't shake them. Pink, purple, or yellow are your choices. If you haven't guessed, guess what? Sorry. You get to guess, actually, until I take them out and show them to you. All right, here we go. So Lisa says pink and yellow, please. I love the fact that she uses her manners. She's amazing because she knows that this part that we talk about with good manners and healthy habits is all about, taking your vitamins, making sure you say please and thank you, and also never chew with your mouth open or talk with your mouth full. That's a lot of work for me right now, I'll tell you, because I like to talk, as you know, and I have to refrain when my mouth is full. And that's right. Jets, 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 Jets. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm giving you guys so much time to pick your vitamins. Oh, That's right, Lisa. Please can you help me open my vitamins? See, that's amazing. And then what do you say after that? Thanks for opening my vitamins. So I have them in my hands. Now I'm going to give you guys one more second to pick the color of the vitamins. Winner gets to pick a page out of A Beginner's Guide to the Universe. And I will tell you what, the losers always get $1 million kabillion from the universe. So you might as well guess. It's either two of a kind, one of each, or you can get really specific. But I think the time has come. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's definitely purple. You can't even see it. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Today's vitamins are two of the same. Guess what that means? Well, Lisa, I'm going to tell you what. Since you always participate with the alliterative sentence, and you are the only one coming in hot and heavy with the guest today, I'm going to ask you to pick the page between 7 and 158 so that we have the message for today. What's the message? It's called the Nugget of Truth. What's a Nugget of Truth? Well, this show is just like one big fortune cookie, and we need the fortune, right? She came in quickly with 146. You got it, Lisa. And that's what we do here. 146. It's group participation, you guys. It's okay to message me. All right, so here we go. 2 purple. I'm going to take my vitamins. I'm going to show you how I chew with my mouth closed, and I'm not going to talk. Okay, so they're really tart. I say this every day. Sometimes I think I should take my vitamins before brushing my teeth, but I have to wake up and brush my teeth. It's just what I do. It's a healthy habit, and healthy habits are something good to get into from a little age and then carry yourself all the way up. And Jerry Reesby's always here for the backup saying, drink water. Thanks, Jerry. Are you ready? Let's drink some water, story timers. To the count of 5. So lucky. So grateful to have drinking water that's fresh and clean. And for those of you that don't, we're going to send you love and light because I do believe, we should all be so blessed. And I'm so grateful. That's right, Lisa. I always count to 5. You can come up with whatever your number is, but I like to count to 5 to stay hydrated. That's what I do. 5 is one of my favorite numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, baby, drink your water. Wow, that's funny. Okay, anyhow, I digress. All right, let's see what page 146 has to offer. The message for today. Please allow me, excuse me, to clear my throat. It's perfectly okay and sometimes highly ideal to claim all is well amid doubt and confusion, to be happy in spite of challenges, to laugh at problems, dance without a partner, sing without a rhyme, and talk to inanimate objects. You might be an old soul when, in spite of the usual challenges, you'd be happy to live another 10,000 lifetimes. I totally would. Even though your learning is almost done. Whereas feeling impatience or boredom usually means you've got more living to do. Is that why I never feel bored? I'm never bored. I've got to ask Angela that. While you may from time to time envy others, it's precisely during those moments when you might ask yourself whether or not you'd actually like to be them. And your envy will be cured. Well, I'll tell you what. There's no one better to be than yourself. And let me tell you this. You have any moment, at any moment, have any chance to change, pivot, change direction, be who you want to be. And maybe you only want to be somebody else because the one that you're being right now might not be the best version of yourself. Did you ever think of that? Maybe you just want to work on you because you're perfect the way that you are. With a little bit of tweaking, we could all be an even better version. Like, for instance, if I just pinned my bangs to the side. Gorgeous, magnificent, and sublime are words that should be used as frequently as possible between you and your mirror. Hubba hubba is good too. And please never forget to smile. See? Smiling is amazing because we talk about that all the time here. What a great page, Lisa. 146. That's why we like to brush our teeth, because under the mask that we may wear for protection, we have teeth that need to be out there for reflection of our personality. So smile, right? Jeez. So important. So for the little ones, when you wake up in the morning, walk your little self over to the sink and then go in the shower. Or if you wash up, you just freshen up, right? But it's so important. Healthy habits to take care of yourself. It's very, very good for you to start that from a young age. Okay. I think we could all use an alliterative sentence. What do you think? Lisa works hard on these sentences every day. And this is the part where I talk about sight reading. Oh my gosh, we didn't even exercise. No wonder we're breezing through this. You know what? We are going to do this show a little backwards today. We're going to do the alliterative sentence, then the exercise alphabetize, then we're going to actually practice the Asl Alphabet, and then continue from there. Holy guacamole, what happened to me? Anyhow, I got excited to talk to you guys today. This is where we talk about sight reading and how important it is to not give up. So I've never seen the sentence that Lisa has presented me with, and I might trip up on the words, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give up on the whole entire sentence. Yeah, sentences. It's actually a paragraph. And we learn the alphabet and practice it daily because if you take the letters and you put them together, you get words. If you take those words, you put them together, you have sentences. Sentences become paragraphs. And then you're reading. But don't get discouraged if you make a mistake. If you gave up that easily, no one would read or write anything. Here we go. I'm not looking. Do I have any good glasses back here? Hey, where are all my glasses? I don't know where they went. Oh, wait, here's a pair. Okay, here we go. All right, Lisa, let's see what you got for me today. Xavier lived in Xanadu and worked at Xerox. Xavier's hobbies include playing the xylophone, studying the xanthia moth, and growing xylobum orchids extraordinary. I don't know if that's how you say that word. Xylobium. Xavier lived in Xanadu and worked at Xerox. Xavier's hobbies included playing the xylophone, studying the xanthia moth, and growing xylobum orchids extraordinary. Xavier lived in Xanadu and worked at Xerox. Xavier's hobbies included playing the xylophone, studying the xanthia moth, and growing xylobum orchids extraordinary. Now listen, I may not have gotten that one because I don't know if I said that correctly. But the point is you see how I didn't give up? And I went to try to do it 3 times fast, but I got questionable about that xylobum. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I don't know. I'm waiting for the official word to come in. Xavier lived in Xanadu, worked at Xerox. Xavier's hobbies include playing the xylophone, studying in xanthia. There, I definitely tripped up. And studying the xanthia moss and growing xylobium orchid. I think Lisa got it today. I'm going to say Lisa got that one today. I'm going to say and X out myself. I haven't gotten an official word from anyone yet. I think that everyone is just scratching their head. But I'm just proud of myself for not giving up. That's what it's all about, folks. Teaching the kids that. While we're waiting for the official word, which I think is going to be that Lisa won, we are going to put our arms out and we are going to recite the alphabet. It is so important to build up our endorphins, get them going for the day by reciting the alphabet and having some great movements. Here we go. You think I was good, Lisa? I think we can split that one right in the middle, and I think that we are going to call that one a draw. Your words are amazing. I love your sentences, and I just think that you're awesome. So why don't you do this with me right now? Put your arms out, everyone. We are going to practice the alphabet and exercise. We are doing these exercises seated-wise so more people could do them. If for whatever reason you cannot do them because of a disability or an injury, that's okay. You can exercise your mind. That's what's so important. Let's see what the creativity does for your brain. A might look like an apple. B might look like a balloon. You might even see it in different colors. But let's get it going. We want to get the energy up because we are about to send love and light around the globe, and we need all the energy we can get. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, switch, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. That was amazing. You guys are amazing. Oh, let's see. Xylobium. Xylobium. See that? I love that. That is one of my favorite parts about the community of Storytime. We help each other out always. Isn't that great? Thank you, Lisa. Lisa's the best. All right. Xylobium. Here we go. Now we are going to practice the Asl Alphabet. Don't go anywhere. It's going to happen in a few moments. We are going to send love and light to each other. But we're a little out of order today because I got really excited about the kids' names. This is what it looks like. Are you ready? You can do it. I know you can. Okay, hands up. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, today's letter, Y, and Z. So proud of you guys. That's amazing. I'm so excited. If you practice along with me, even if you didn't get all the letters, you know what you're doing by practicing when no one's watching? You're building character. And building character is so important because that's something that you can't buy. You can't order off Amazon. Nope. You have to build it yourself. And it's a lifelong experience of building. And it starts when you're little and it continues to the point when you get older. And it's amazing because character is one of my favorite qualities in a human being. Brushing your teeth and having character. All right, you guys. Now we will send out love and light to each other and around the world. If you have anyone that you want to send love and light out to, please place them in the comments. I'd love to shout them out. Or if you have a reason that you want to send love and light out, go for it. I'm going to tell you this right now. Today, with the help of Bartholomew right here, who is our original social distancing buddy, what does that mean? Well, when everyone was inside quarantining in the very beginning, and that's when this show started, we began a process called, sending love and light with our social distancing buddy so that the little kids could know that they could share their thoughts, their dreams, and they could send it out into the world by way of this guy. We know that we're sending it through our thoughts and our heart chakra. And as you get older, you might know it's through prayer or thoughts or just well wishes, right? But we do it every day because I do believe that together we can elevate the vibration of the global population through healing and love and joy and peace and laughter. So let's get out elephant because we don't want anyone to feel forgotten, right? And then let's see. Teachers getting ready to go back to school. Glub, glub. We've got this cute little fish because fish swim in schools. And we want to say thank you to the teachers that are trying so hard to get the kids back in school this year. We want to say thank you to everyone that has been really careful and cautious. And we want to send love and light to anyone that needs it. Someone that might feel forgotten or down in the dumps. You know what I mean? Or someone who might not feel well. They might feel itchy. All right, so here we go. From your head, your heart, and your whole being. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. That was amazing. That was awesome, you guys. I love sending out love and light with you. It makes it so much fun. And it feels so nice to know that when we all work together, we're even more powerful. Okay. But you know, if you're by yourself and you see someone and they look really sad, you could still send them love and light. If you're driving down the road and you see somebody sitting on a bus stop and they look really lonely, you could just send them love and light. Did you know that? Yeah. If you know there's a relative you haven't seen in a while, you could send them love and light. It's just pretty awesome. It's magical. All right. And then, of course, virtual hugs are always the best, too. I mean, nothing beats a real thing, but if you can't have the real thing, well, then a virtual hug, like the one that Liliana and Melanie sent me inside this Squishmallow, all the way from Massachusetts, and I share it with you guys every day. It's pretty awesome. All right. Who's ready to send yourself some love and light? I think that's the most important, because we definitely need to remember that although this world can sometimes bring us down and sometimes make us feel like, I don't know. Well, we have the ability to turn that around, because we get to tell ourselves how awesome we actually are. Just like in this book, What Should Darla Do? She does mirror work and she has her I am statements, just like we do. And I think it's so important to remind ourselves every day just how amazing we are. You could say whatever words you want after I am, as long as they're positive. Remember, no negativity. We don't need any junk food for our soul. Are you ready? Here we go. I am special. I am positive. I am awesome. I am ready to read. Are you ready to read, you guys? I'm so excited. We have some really fun books today, and I just get so excited because promoting literacy is something that I love to do. And reading to you and to the kids out there is awesome. But donating the books is even more awesome. So if you know of a school locally or not that far away where I can donate some books, please let me know. And if you have books that you would like to donate, you can always send me an email to storytimewithdonnavee@gmail.com. I would love to read your books. And if you want to loan them to me, I'll put them right back in the box where they belong, like I do at Lisa's. If not, and you have some books that you want to rehome, if you give them to me, I'll read them and then rehome them after. It's a win-win situation. I love it. So thank you so much. And it is almost September and school is starting and it's like, whoa. So why don't we start with Clifford Grows Up by Norman Bridewell. Hi, I'm Emily Elizabeth, and I want to show you some special pictures of my dog Clifford. Aww, you'll notice that he has grown up a lot. When Clifford was a puppy, he was so tiny that I had to feed him with my doll's bottle. Oh. And he was so small that I could dress him up in my doll's clothes. How cute is that little puppy? Let's see. He was just the right size for my electric toy car. And he liked to hide in my dollhouse. Can you imagine how cute? Now he dominates the dollhouse. He couldn't even hide in one of our homes. But I had to be careful when I played with Clifford. Oh, even the smallest collar I could find was too big for him. And when he began to eat dog food, I had to watch him all the time. Can you imagine? He was so tiny. Just imagine you were so tiny. My puppy's first snow day was a big adventure. He's inside a boot. Here's a picture of a snowman I made with my friend. I wanted Clifford to be in the picture too. Do you know what? I wonder where he is. He was in the snowball. Clifford was always getting lost. One time he got lost at the post office. Can you see my small red puppy? He's right there. Everyone cheered when we found him. Hip hip hooray! Here I was making valentines. See him? So cute. Look, he's right there. Clifford made one too. When summer came, Clifford chased birds, but he never caught one. In autumn, Clifford chased falling leaves. He had fun. And in this picture, Clifford was playing football. Look at that. Clifford even scored a touchdown. On Halloween, Clifford liked the jack-o'-lantern. Arf! He's inside. You see that? He was so tiny. Clifford was the littlest ghost I've ever seen. That Halloween, Clifford discovered candy apples. Yum. My favorite. I love candy apples. The candy was sort of sticky. Before Christmas, Clifford helped me wrap presents. Clifford's first present from Santa was a bone. Look at the size of that bone compared to the dog. Wow. For the new year, I had a wonderful surprise. Clifford began to grow. Uh-oh. And you know what happened after that? And then he grew some more. And he grew some more. Oh my goodness. Can you even imagine? We had to move from the city to the country. This picture shows Clifford on moving day. Wow. And this is Clifford grown up. I love my big red dog. Wow. That's Clifford grows up. And then what do you do when you grow up? You have to go to school, right? So let's see what happens with Clifford, the big red dog teacher's pet. School's coming. And I know that maybe some of you are like, oh, but some of you are really excited, and I know that. Okay. Here we go. Welcome to doggy school, everyone, said Brittany Spaniel. We're going to have lots of fun together. First, I want each of you to roll over. Cleo, you go first. Cleo and I have matching hair. And then Cleo rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled. That's enough rolling, Cleo, said Brittany, laughing. Well done. Look at that. Lots of rolling. Now it's your turn, Clifford. And when Clifford rolled, the ground shook, and everyone went down with him. Wow, Clifford, you make a big impression, said Brittany, standing up. Look at that. It's like an in-the-ground doggy pool. Doggy paddle right inside there. Mac, you're next, said Brittany. But Mac wouldn't budge. No matter what Brittany did, he refused to roll. Would you do it for a treat? She asked. In one motion, Mac did a roll, sat up, and gobbled his treat. Brittany laughed. That was very good, Mac. Ready, T-Bone? At first, T-Bone was too nervous. Then he crouched down, did one careful roll, and smiled. That was just fine, T-Bone, said Brittany as she turned to the other dogs. T-Bone's smile went away. Just fine, he thought. That did a good roll. Why didn't she like it? Maybe tomorrow will be better. The next day, Brittany taught a new trick. Now I want everyone to fetch this ball. Clifford, you go first. Brittany threw the ball as far as she could. Clifford ran and ran over the trees and into the ocean. When he returned with the ball, Brittany smiled. That was excellent, Clifford. Oh. Look at that. Can you imagine? He could jump over the trees. Cleo, you're next, said Brittany, and Cleo brought back the ball. And then a newspaper, and then a stick. Imagine if it was just that easy to go to school. Cleo, you're doing very well, said Brittany encouragingly. Your turn, Mac. Once again, Mac didn't move. Okay, Mac, how about another treat? Asked Brittany, smiling. Well, Mac is a master manipulator, because why aren't the other ones getting treats? Away Mac ran after the ball. He dropped it at Brittany's feet and gobbled up the treat. When T-Bone's turn came, he quickly brought the ball back to Brittany, panting hopefully. Thank you, T-Bone. That was just fine, said Brittany. Wait a minute. Later, T-Bone said, Clifford, I'm trying just my hardest, but she only says I'm doing just fine. Believe in yourself, T-Bone, said Clifford. We all think you're doing great. The other dogs barked in agreement. Yes, sometimes it's not easy when you don't hear the word that you want to hear. At the end of the week, Brittany said, You've all done wonderfully. I'll see you at graduation tomorrow. T-Bone gulped. Graduation? Oh boy. I want the biggest trophy ever, said Cleo. I want Emily Elizabeth to come see me, said Clifford. I want lots and lots of treats, said Mac. I just want to graduate, said T-Bone quietly. Uh-oh. Looks like T-Bone doesn't believe in himself. All my dogs did very well this week, said Brittany. The award for the most enthusiastic student goes to Cleo. The award for making the biggest impression goes to Clifford. The award for the best tricks for treats goes to Mac. Let's see. And the award for the hardest working student who always tried his best goes to T-Bone. And that made T-Bone feel just fine. Yay! See that? When you try really hard, you might not get the recognition that you're looking for in the beginning, but sometimes it's not always about that. It's about how you feel inside, about your effort, about what you are doing, what you have done. And that's really the biggest reward ever, is knowing that you feel good. You can put your head on the pillow at the end of the day because you tried your hardest. You were doing your best, and that's the most important. Okay, let's see. Whoa, this is so perfect, and I didn't even do this on purpose. You ready? Curious George gets a medal. Why is it perfect? Because who knew that the thread that went through it was going to be Clifford grows up, teacher's pet, there's medals, and now Curious George gets a medal by H.A. Ray. Awesome. I love it. This is George. He lived with his friend, the man with the yellow hat. He was a good little monkey, but he was always curious. George was alone this morning, looking at a picture book, when the doorbell rang. Uh-oh. It was the mailman. Here's a letter for you, he said. Put it on your friend's desk. He'll read it to you when he comes home. George was curious. It was not often that somebody wrote to him. Too bad he could not read the letter, but maybe he could write one himself. In the top drawer of the desk, there was paper. Look at that. So there he is. And there's a little monkey, and the ink and a fountain pen. George sat down on the floor and began to write, but the pen was dry. This is a classic. It needed ink. George would have to fill it. He got a funnel from the kitchen and started pouring ink. Oh no. But instead of it going into the pen, the ink spilled all over and made a big blue puddle on the floor. It was an awful mess. Quickly, George got the blotter from the desk, but that was no help. The puddle grew bigger all the time. George had to think of something else. Why, soap and water. That's what I can clean it up with. From the kitchen shelf, he got a big box of soap powder and poured it on the ink. Oh no, he poured it over the ink. What a mess. What a mess that little monkey's making. He pulled the garden hose through the window, opened the tap, and sprayed some water on the powder. Oh no, George, no, no, no. Oh boy. Bubbles began to form, and then some lather. Uh-oh. And then some more lather, and more lather, and more lather. Oh boy, George. That's not good. In no time, the whole room was full of lather, so full indeed that George had to escape in a hurry. Oh no. When he was safely out of the house, he first turned off the tap. But what next? How could he get rid of all the lather before his friend came home? Oh no. George sat down in the grass and thought for a long time. Finally, he had an idea. He would get the big shovel and shovel the lather out the window. But where was the lather? Oh no, look. Oh no. While George had been outside thinking, it all had turned to water. Now the room looked like a lake, and the furniture like islands in it. The shovel was no use. A pump is what George needed. Oh my goodness. To get the water out. And he knew just where to find one. He had seen a portable pump at the farm down the road. So there he is, running down the road to go find a pump. The farmer was away working in the fields. Nobody noticed George when he got the pump out of the shed. Oh, it was very heavy. He would need help to pull it all the way back to the house. Oh boy, George, this is not good. Maybe he could tie a goat to the pump and make her pull it. But just as George was about to slip the loop over the goat's head, he was hurled through the air and landed near a pen full of pigs. Oh, gosh. That's not good. That's not good. The biggest pig was standing near the gate. What if George opened the gate just enough to let him out? The big pig could easily pull a small pump. Carefully, George lifted the latch. Oh, George. And before he knew it, oh, we all know what's happening, right? Pigs were everywhere. Oh, you guys. All the pigs had burst out of the pen, grunting and squealing and trying to get away so fast as they could. George was delighted. He had never seen anything like it. For the moment, all his troubles were forgotten. But now the pigs were all gone, and not a single one was left to help him with the pump. Oh, look at that. Oh, gosh, George. Luckily, there were cows grazing nearby. Cows were gentle and strong. It would mean nothing to a cow to pull a pump for him. This time, George was right. The cow did not mind being tied to the pump, so he even let him climb on her back, and off they went. George was glad. Now he would soon be home, pump out the room, and everything would be all right. Oh, boy. Meanwhile, the farmer and his son had heard the squealing of the pigs. They rushed home from the fields and now had their hands full of catching all the pigs. Look at this. Can you even imagine? Not until the last pig was safely back in the pen did they have time to look around. And what did they see? A little monkey riding on their cow, making off with their pump. What? Can you imagine seeing such a sight? The chase was on. George and the cow were ahead at first, but the pump was slowing them down, and the farmers were getting closer and closer. Oh my goodness gracious. Now they had almost caught up with them. But where was George? Where was George? Here he was, hiding in a shirt. The farmers had ran past him, but on their way home, they had come back over the same road. George did not feel safe in his hiding place. Just then a truck came rattling down the road. Oh boy. See that? George jumped aboard. Monkeys are good at jumping, and was gone before the farmers had a chance to see him. Ah, Museum of Science. The truck drove to a part of town that George had never seen before. At last, it stopped in front of a large building. It was the museum. George did not know what a museum was. He was curious. While the guard was busy reading his paper, George slipped inside. I love going to the museum. He walked up the steps and into a room full of all sorts of animals. At first, George was scared, but then he noticed that they did not move. They were not alive. See that? They were stuffed animals put in the museum so that everybody could get a good look at them. In the next room, George saw something so enormous it took his breath away. It was a dinosaur. Look at that, you guys. It was a dinosaur. Whoa, George was not scared this time. He knew it was not real. He looked at the dinosaur and then at the baby dinosaur. And then he saw the palm tree full of nuts. Uh-oh. George liked nuts. Suddenly he felt very hungry. He had missed lunch that day. He would climb up, and just when he heard footsteps, he had to hide again. But where? Oh boy. A family came in to take a look at the dinosaur. They paid no attention to the little monkey who was standing there. The monkey did not move. He stood so still they thought he was just another stuffed animal. Look at George. What a smart monkey. Right? Posing. George was glad when they were gone. Now he could pick the nuts. He climbed up the dinosaur's neck and started to pull, but the nuts would not come off. George did not know that they were not real either. He pulled back harder and harder and harder, and the tree began to sway. Oh no, George. Crash! Crash down came the tree on the dinosaur's head. Crash down came the dinosaur, and down came George. Guards came rushing in from all sides, and underneath the fallen dinosaur, they found a little monkey. They pulled him out of there and brought him to the Professor Wiseman. Oh my goodness gracious, what a mess. Those are ancient artifacts. They brought him to Professor Wiseman, who was director of the museum. Professor Wiseman was terribly angry. Lock that naughty monkey up right away and take him back to the zoo. He must have run away from there. Oh boy, oh boy. Look how cute and little he is. And they're so angry because of what he did. George was carried off in a cage. He felt so ashamed. He almost wished he were dead. Suddenly the door opened. "George!" somebody shouted. It was his friend, the man with the yellow hat. "It seems you got yourself into a lot of trouble today," he said, "but maybe this letter here will get you out of it. It's from Professor Wiseman. He needs your help for an experiment. I found it on my desk at home, but I couldn't find you anywhere. So I came over here to talk to the professor, and this is what the letter said." Let's see what happens. George is in the cage. Okay, there's the man with the yellow hat. He's got a letter. "Dear George, a small spaceship has been built by our experimental station. It is too small for a man, but could carry a little monkey. Would you be willing to go up in it? I've never met you, but I hear that you are a bright little monkey who can do all sorts of things, and that is just what we need. We want you to do something nobody has ever done before. Bail out of a spaceship in flight. When we flash you a signal, you will have to open the door and bail out with the help of emergency rockets. We hope that you are willing and that your friend will permit you to go. Gratefully yours, Professor Wiseman, Director of the Science Museum." Whoa! That changes everything. "So you are George," Professor Wiseman said. "If I had only known. Of course, everything will be forgiven if you are willing to go." They got the smallest size spacesuit for George and all the things he needed for the flight. Then they helped him put them on and showed him how to use them. When everything was ready, a truck drove up with a special television. Look at that. They let him out as long as he was willing to be the experiment. Whoa. Look at that. There was a special television screen mounted on it to watch the flight. They all got on and were off to the launching site. They checked all the controls of the spaceship, especially the lever that opened the door. George tried it. Oh boy. The great moment had come. George waved goodbye and went aboard. The door was closed. Look at that. Professor Wiseman began to count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And he pressed the button, and the ship rose into the air, slowly first, and then faster and faster and faster and higher, until they could no longer see it. Whoa! But on the screen, they saw George clearly all the time. Now the moment had come for George to bail out. Look at that. They could see George right there. Oh my goodness. Professor Wiseman flashed the signal and they watched the screen. George did not move. Why didn't he pull the lever? In a few seconds, it would be too late. The ship would be lost in outer space with George in it. They waited anxiously. At last, George began to move. Slowly, as if in a daze, he was groping for the lever. Would he reach it in time? There! He had grabbed it, and the door opened. Hooray! George was on his way. Look at that. Wow. Out of the blue, an open parachute came, floating down to earth. The truck raced over to the spot where George would land. Whoa, how lucky is that? What a welcome for George. Professor Wiseman hung a big golden medal around his neck because he said, "You are the first living being to come back to Earth from a space flight." And on the medal it said, "To George, the first space monkey." There was a newspaper. Then a newspaper man took his picture and everybody shouted and cheered, even the farmer and his son, and the kind woman from next door who had worked for hours to get the water out of the room. "I'm proud of you, George," said the man with the yellow hat. "I guess the whole world is proud of you today." It was the happiest day in George's life. Well, I think besides meeting the yellow man, the man with the yellow hat, the end. Well, that was awesome, you guys. Now, I'll tell you what. If that wasn't a way to wake up with excitement and joy and kindness and laughter, I don't know what is. And as we leave today, we leave the same way we always do, with a hug. So put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right. Give yourself a hug for me. Squeeze yourself so tight. And know that everything's going to be all right. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday, August 24th. Hi, Joni. Nice to see you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Ryan. And I hope you feel better. And now, here we go. I am excited for my day. I am wishing everyone love and light. I am feeling good. I am totally content. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, August 24th, when the letter is Y, and we are so close to the end of the alphabet. Holy guacamole. Have an amazing day. See you later, everybody. Happy Monday.